Today we're talking. What do you want to clean up in? What do you want to clean up in your life?
Do we have a new set?
So technically, you are sitting in front of a beautiful new blank canvas for which we can start putting the stuff like my life behind me, which is a dark cavern that goes on forever and ever and ever. But it is pretty nice. If you notice that there's a big floaty sign. Here, watch.
Oh my goodness.
So I try some of that humor at home with my wife, and she has actually thrown pillows at me. Like, for real.
At least there weren't bricks.
No, not recently. Hey, guys, welcome back. My wife hates this. So I was talking to Keith a little bit, and I said to myself, what is it that I would clean up in my house if it could clean, like, right away? 'Cause there's always that one place, that
what
one
would
room.
I clean up, or what would my wife want me to clean up?
Let's go with you. We'll cover wives later. I want us to know what you would clean up, because my idea of what I want to clean up is not the same as my wife's idea of what we need to clean up. I mean, sometimes we are like...
Yeah. So
Polar ends.
I'm going to answer with the closest thing to a man cave that I have in my house, which is the basement.
Yes.
Now, when we moved into the house, my daughter was like 2 months old.
2?
Yeah.
Really?
So
A youngster.
she was, yes. And so I organized the basement. Like, I have 3 stack shelves.
So she couldn't pull anything down on herself?
No, but listen to
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, I have the 3 stack shelves.
Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of boxes, right? And I kind of stashed them away in like a cubby.
Okay.
But then we had all the loose stuff, right? And it's just sort of lined along the edge. And our basement is like an L-shaped. So on the other side, there's like a piece of a couch and some other stuff that we need to sort of figure out how to make a more livable space.
So your man cave.
But so I've got, the chair and the
Yeah.
TV, and I've got, the gaming systems are down there. So in that sense,
Keep the controllers just out of reach.
no, the kids don't really go down there.
Okay.
But it's not, it's not the best space utilization. So
Okay.
I could
Unfinished?
do that. It's unfinished.
Okay. That's great. I love unfinished basements, actually. Cool.
I mean, yeah, we did the 9-foot ceiling thing so that
We did too.
when we finish it, then
Five-year.
it's taller.
Yeah. Solid choice. So she's thinking you would be the basement. You would clean up your basement. That's
Yeah.
the one you want to clean up?
Yes.
Mine was, hey, let's clean up the garage. You know what I mean? We don't have a place to store all the tools and whatnot. You guys know what I'm talking about, lawnmower and the stuff you use to hedge the chore stuff. So we don't have a place yet because store it in outside because we decided to get a patio, which was a great idea.
Is there a koi pond in it?
No, there was no koi pond. At the last minute, she just...
You have
she
failed.
flinched and,
You have failed.
it's going to be great. But
So do you have shelving in your garage?
the answer is no. We need to get shelving. No, you pick your battles from when I was after, and I really want to be able to walk outside barefoot.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I have extra of those 3 stack
Wow.
shelves if you want them.
See, he's not only trying to bring organization to my life here at work.
Trying to get
also
rid
at
of
home.
junk in my
Actually,
house.
I think I'm one of his special projects. Now, you can't say that to her.
Okay.
You ever do that to me?
What?
You know what you're talking about.
Tell you what to do?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm your boss.
All the time. Now he's just like my wife, always in charge. But yeah, I want to clean up the garage. But my wife was like, no, the first thing we got to get cleaned up is that fire pit.
The fire pit?
The fire pit. And I'm out there, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it looks pretty good. The rock's still on there, and she's like, no, it just needs to be cleaned up. I'm like, what do you want to do? Like, more cement? But
Okay.
that was the thing. It's like, well,
that seems like
that was
an
important
easy
to her, though.
job. It seems
Yeah,
like
I
you could
went
get
and did
that
it
done in
like
an
5
hour.
minutes, but
Yeah.
the garage is still sitting there. Still sitting there. Yeah, happy 4th of July weekend, Josh.
Yep. Happy 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Have fun with fireworks. Remember, don't do the stupid things I did as a kid.
Okay, so if I would clean up the basement,
Yeah.
my wife, she would like for me to clean up my salty language.
I never thought it being like not a thing. Ooh, look at you.
My wife is very proper.
Hold on. Okay, that was my question, because your wife, every time I've met her, is a lady of grace. Man.
Yeah. How we're married, I have no idea.
And if you've been with him at a morning meeting,
What?
how you doing, gang?
That's not true.
That's right. He never throws his arm up. He'll throw things at you, but never his arm up.
Yeah, in the afternoon, that's true. But not in the morning.
Yeah, but not in the morning.
I mean, normally in the morning, I've got coffee.
Right.
It's worn off by
you
now.
just got to wait for that moment when you hear,
I think it would be, my language.
Language.
Just in general, me screaming
are
out
you
of the
salty in front of the kids?
No,
Good.
no,
I was going to call you out if you were,
no.
because
No, because-
I've never heard you say a word at work that wasn't unprofessional.
That's total. That's not true. That's not true. I have, I've been a coach for 21 plus years.
Yeah, you told me that. It's pretty impressive.
So I went to school and I have a BS.
He's got a real BS?
I have a BS degree.
Mine's a BA, so yours is actually worth more money.
Mine's a BS. It's a total BS
Doesn't exist?
in elementary education.
Really?
So I have to have like two parts to my personality
Okay.
because when I was in college, I
Yeah.
was playing soccer,
Yes.
and there's some saltiness that goes on, and there's lots of trash
In organized
talking.
sports?
Oh.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Shocking. But then I would leave practice,
Yeah.
and then I would have to go to my, practicum or my student teaching gig, and then you have to
Right. Get over into
So-
school mode.
yeah. So I've been close
Salty
before
language.
where I will be yelling at the TV, and then
You gosh darn mother stinker.
something like that.
Yeah,
And
right.
then I look up. Ooh,
Did they hear that
are my kids
upstairs?
there? Oh no, they're not.
Oh, how loud was that? I don't know. You're fine. You're fine.
I don't think my wife likes some of the word choices that I
never
make.
thought about cleaning up something about me. I'd probably start with my. Actually, I have manners, don't I? You've never seen me not.
I've seen you eat, and so no, I'm gonna
Come
go
on,
with
man.
I'm gonna
All
go
right,
with
we
no.
know that's uncomfortably fast. You did not have to tell them the one last bastion of things that you had to talk about on me. It's like, yeah, I eat uncomfortably fast.
It's gross. It's
Actually
really
pretty
disgusting.
cool. It is.
See, the stuff that you don't see on the other side of the camera, it's like
It's a jungle.
it's a garbage heap. Have you ever?
It is not a garbage heap in here.
Okay, so what's happening in our studio
Mhm.
is that it's Josh's version of the famous, popular television show Hoarders.
I don't hoard. I've
There-
got the things that
There's
there's water.
there's mustard dripping off the board, and there's like piles of shrimp crumbs on the floor, and you have a pair of socks. Why is there a pair of socks on the telephone? What
Well, the telephone.
It
was
doesn't
actually,
mute?
Do you want the real reason why?
does it change your voice?
No, no. I was. The phone was warm, and I was drying my socks because I was outside earlier.
This is what I'm talking about,
It was just.
Josh.
It
This
was
is
warmer than everything else.
this is why we can't have nice things.
Listen, I'll get rid of the plates in the corner,
It's like
and
there's enough plates there for an extended pioneer family.
Paper plates. I don't recycle.
Like that, there's enough plates there that a 1800s farm family would have extras. That's
so we do
gross.
Get lunch every day, and that's not my fault. All right, it's fine food too. Do you ever get any of it?
Yes. Yes, because I know your deal.
Yeah.
You pretend you steal the best food that the restaurants bring,
Yes. Before
and then
anyone else.
you
sees it.
run down the hallway as if you
Right.
have other things to do.
Yes.
Which is not true.
Not true.
And
Mostly I sleep in the corner.
and then
Should I be
Evan
saying this? Anyway, keep going.
makes sure that there's always food.
Yes. Yes, and the other day there was these ribs that showed up from this place.
Oh, they were good.
Just these giant cow ribs.
That's another thing that my wife hates, the way I eat ribs. And chicken wings.
Oh, are you one of those whole mouther guys?
No,
that
I don't
put
do
in?
that. I
You
don't like.
yank out the bone.
I think that's gross.
It is. Who can do that? Larry can do that.
Yeah, but Larry's gross.
Gross.
Yeah,
There, you heard it.
Larry's gross.
Larry's gross.
I mean, Larry's actually really good at Irish goodbyes. I'm not very good at Irish goodbyes. I think my wife does. I don't know if my wife would be a fan of Irish goodbyes.
What's like an Irish goodbye? I don't know.
An Irish goodbye. So okay, so the people when you're listening, right? Everybody has at least one friend that's really good at Irish goodbyes. So when you're like in a group,
Yeah.
so you're having a conversation. Maybe you're out having drinks.
Yes.
Right? You're at a bar. Let's say that bars are open because they're not.
We would.
According to.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you're at a bar,
Yes.
and let's say that's you and your buddies, 4 of your buddies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's 5 of you.
Yes.
You're like having a conversation and a good time, and then all of a sudden you look around, and there's only 4 of you. Because one of the guys decided to leave, but instead of making a big production and saying bye to everybody and like giving bro, see you
later. It's good seeing you. I hope everyone's okay. I hope the wife's all right.
They don't say anything. They just walk away. So you can, I mean, Larry's so good at Irish goodbyes that you could be having a conversation with him, and then all of a sudden you're just talking to yourself. No one's gonna miss you.
Sorry.
See, the problem is you weren't conspicuous enough.
I thought we were done. I'm sorry. No, that was an Irish goodbye, wasn't it?
No, like I said, it wasn't conspicuous enough. I noticed that you were leaving.
So
they noticed.
He just disappears like a
all of
ninja.
sudden he's
Like,
just gone. It's like poof. Yeah.
Really? I'm gonna watch him now.
Yeah. But that's really not the topic of this podcast. It's
So you'd clean up your language. I'd clean up the garage, and my wife would clean up the fire pit.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a sign that she wants to leave me in there, but you never know.
Mhm.
Guys, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more of it, ring the bell. Subscribe to the channel. You know why? Because we're funny. Well, he's funny, and I'm just here for the ride. And I would also like to let everyone else know that you should go to YouTube, where you can check out all kinds of other videos. There's much more along the channel. Go to ourcommunitynow.com. Head over to that website, because sooner or later it's going to tell you everything you want to know.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
Yes.
But I'm Josh.
And happy anniversary to my lovely wife. Happy anniversary.
That was actually kind of sweet. You're actually kind of sweet.